A San Antonio family's unbelievable heartbreak has inspired a UTSA professor to help teens and young adults who are contemplating suicide. 4 years ago, Mason McCoy took his own life over a text message. Tonight, his mother bravely shares her story of loss. It's a story that has now pushed that professor to write a series of unconventional books aimed at preventing other young adults from making that same tragic choice.
Because he was only 14 years old, I don't think he had the thought process to understand that this too would pass.
Over spring break in 2010, the parents of 8th grader Mason McCoy found out he sent an inappropriate text message to a female classmate.
He cried and he apologized, and he felt discouraged because he knew that it would get around.
Just hours later, Mason shot himself. A 14-year-old full of life and laughter, no troubled history to speak of.
Everyone wondering, how could this have happened to Mason? You know, there's just no one understood.
A UTSA professor and author heard about Mason's story through a mutual friend.
I just thought that should never happen. Teens should realize that everybody makes those kinds of mistakes.
And that's when an idea clicked. Books about teens overcoming thoughts of suicide, a fictional series called Purgatorium.
It's a place where people go wanting to die and leave fighting to live. I think it takes an emotional journey like you experience through fiction to be able to identify and see the good of overcoming those things and the hope at the end of the journey.
A kind of hope Mason's family wants to spread through the story of their own loss.
The last words we told him were that we loved him and we would get through this.
The third book in the Purgatorium series, called The Calibans, will be released in February. Dawn McCoy hopes to write her own book to share with others, and she currently counsels and speaks to audiences about the impact of teen suicide.